Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm making a video of up to date on car news and some cool cars that are coming out. So let's get to it. So first up we have the Ford Mach 4, or what we think it's going to be called. That's what it's rumored. It might not be the Mach 4, it could be just Mustang, and it could be like a different trim type. But for this we'll just call it the Mach 4 because that's what it's been rumored to be. So Ford showed a prototype to dealers at Las Vegas, and some of the things is it's like a sportback sedan shape, reportedly to be around the size of the Porsche Panamera. So I'm predicting it to be like an S650, but stretched into a four-door. Final design isn't confirmed, but I'm just hoping it doesn't look like the Mach-E, because that was kind of bad. So it's reportedly to be under $40,000, and 0 to 60 is under 4 seconds, which is pretty good. The exact power and engine figures aren't confirmed yet, so we don't know if it's going to be the base Coyote. It could be a 5.2, it might not. We don't know if it's going to only be all-wheel drive or only rear-wheel drive or front-wheel drive, but I'm guessing, my guess is probably all-wheel drive option. And I'm thinking it would be some pretty good competition for the Cadillac CT5. So now we're going to be talking about the Ford Mustang Dark Horse. So you may know the Dark Horse. It has the 5-liter Coyote, 500 horsepower factory, 6-speed manual or 10-speed auto, starting at $64,000. But Ford thought regular Dark Horse isn't enough. Just put the GT500 motor in it, 5.2 supercharged V8. 795 7-speed Tremec DCT, which stands for dual clutch, if you didn't know. So it also shares engines with the GTD, so it's a base, like it's under the GTD, but it's over the Dark Horse, so it's like a faster version. It's basically a GTD light. But Ford thought, you know what, it's not crazy enough, let's just cut the roof off and make it a drop top. So now we have the Dark Horse SC convertible, same thing except convertible, which is kind of crazy. So next up we have Chevy's 10-speed. So it's been having some really bad problems lately, unlike Ford, because somehow Chevy can't build a transmission, nor can they just build a car that doesn't break down. It's all just jokes though. So what some of the problems are is it has harsh / erratic shifting, sometimes hesitation or delayed accelerations, and some owners have reported loss of power, and there's been some recalls, including the Silverado and some other ones. And they potentially lead to the rear wheels locking up. But I shouldn't be talking too much trash, because Ford and the F-150s, like the older ones, they have a tendency now to just shift into a super low gear, and your whole engine just gets cooked. But 2026, GM had a class action lawsuit, so yeah, it's not looking too good. But yeah, moving on, we have GM and the Chinese brand SAC teaming up. So GM and Chinese automaker SAC Motor have a 50-50 joint since 1997. It handles Buick, Chevy, Cadillac, and vehicles in China. They also have a local design engineering through Pan Asia Technical Automotive Center. So some of the news is GM and SAC renewed partnerships in August 2026. It's being extended 20 years throughout 2026 to 2047. They're planning to build at least 30 new electric/hybrid models in 2030, or by 2030 I should say. And Buick and Cadillac are the big focuses moving forward. So some of the things are GM isn't just using China to sell cars anymore, and they're developing vehicles there that will be exported to some of those China developed vehicles to other markets. Next up we have the Chevy Bolt making a return in 2020. So we have the Toyota GR GT. So if you didn't know, GR stands for Gazoo Racing, which is Toyota's racing thing. It's like the more street like oriented than TRD, which is more off-road. So the GR GT is planned for late 2027. And it's Toyota is targeting the U.S. market with 250 units planned for the U.S. first. It could be more. They might not make more. It could just be that. So what it is a 4-liter twin-turbo V8. Yes, you just heard that right. Toyota is making a twin-turbo V8 with a hybrid in it too. So it's roughly going to be making 640 horsepower. So 8-speed rear-wheel drive. It has a 45 and 55 front rear weight distribution. So the cool thing is the GR-GT shares about 80% of its components with the GR-GT3 race car. So it's basically a race car but street legal. It's a front mid-engine layout, and Toyota's targeting it to hit around 199 miles per hour, so almost 200, which is kind of crazy. We don't know about the price, but rumors are saying $200,000 to $300,000 range, which is kind of crazy. But I mean, for what you're getting, I mean, it's kind of like a GT3 RS, which Porsche did cancel, and they're going to be replacing that with the brand new Porsche 911 GT4R.